It's the off season and I'm out of ideas. So I decided to look at the top 10 picks in the 2024 MLB Draft, and now I shall tell you how they've done since they've been drafted. I will probably make other videos for the rest of the first round as if the demand is there, but you can't really judge that. Anyway, Travis Bazan, or as the Aussies would say, Travis Bazan, was drafted first overall by the Cleveland team. He had just come off a season with Oregon State where he hit .407 with 28 home runs. He spent the rest of 2024 with Cleveland's high A affiliate Lake County Captains of the Midwestern League. He didn't explode onto the scene as was always hoped for a first overall pick, but the signs of development were there. He's expected to get his big league shot in the next couple years. Drafted second overall, Chase Burns did not play any professional games in 2024, but the Italian-born right-hander had put up a 2.7 ERA and 191 Ks in exactly 100 innings of work for Wake Forest. He is projected to make his debut in the Bigs in 2026 at the earliest. Charlie Condom was drafted third overall by the Rockies after just smashing baseballs like he was Jesus Christ himself. 37 home runs and a 1.565 OPS for Georgia certainly got the scouts looking at the contraceptive more than a teenage couple. His small sample of pro ball, however, was not too impressive, but with his potential, the next few years will be critical for him to improve. And as a Rockies fan, I hope he finds his form and makes it quick before the Dodgers buy us out as a farm team. Nick Curts has the potential to be a franchise power-hitting cornerstone for the Athletics. The fourth overall pick had 3 consecutive 1.1 plus OPS seasons for Wake Forest, and kept this form up at 2 different levels in the minors. Curts impressed at the Arizona Fall League too. He brought the boom to the desert for the Mesa Solar Sox, putting up pretty good stats. Overall, he is projected to make the majors in 2026, as he definitely needs at least half a season's sample size to be judged properly. This guy probably chugged 5 Red Bulls for every game, because he had some electric stuff and some unmatchable energy when he pitched for Arkansas. His 2.04 ERA in his senior year was one of the best for the 5th overall pick, and the potential is there in his 7 2/3 professional innings at high A Winston-Salem. The White Sox are in the process of trying to not be the shittest team out there, and an electric pitcher like Hagen Smith can do just that. Just tell the big left-hander to forget he'll be playing for the White Sox, and he'll give you a good show in 2025. Jack Caglianone, yes, that's how it's supposed to be said, is a rare two-way player that the Royals managed to get their hands on. It doesn't look too likely that Caglianone will be the two-way superstar Otani has become, as he has had no professional innings on the mound, but he has shown glimpses of his offensive ability that he showed in college with Florida. He should definitely get a full year or 2 in the minors. It gives the Americans time to learn how to pronounce his bloody name. Oh yeah, he was drafted 6th overall by the way. J.J. Weatherholt was drafted out of West Virginia, and the slick shortstop has already impressed in his professional career. He played 29 games with the Single-A Palm Beach Cardinals and hit a 2-run triple in the 7th inning of the Florida State League Championship game to help Palm Beach win the title. JJ looks like the best all-round hitter in the draft class, and could definitely sniff the major in the 2025 if the ailing Cardinals continue to struggle. That's why he's one I will personally keep a good eye on in 2025. This one is a big one, and Christian Moore looks ready for it. The 8th overall pick hit 34 home runs for the Tennessee Volunteers in 2024, and started his pro career on a high by hitting .347 over 25 single-A and double-A games with 6 home runs. He also hit a bomber for Trevor Bauer, which is pretty tough to do. Moore is definitely going to make the major if he keeps his rapid development and ability up in 2025, and also evident by last year's number 1 pick for them, Nolan Shanuel. Connor Griffin is the only guy in the top 10 to have been drafted out of high school, and in 2023 hit .537 with 8 home runs and 19 stolen bases as a junior. He is younger than me, and he definitely needs multiple years to develop, as he's still quite raw, but the 9th overall pick has not played a single professional game, and while he hasn't played any, give him some time and he could potentially shine for a future of Pittsburgh Pirates playoffs baseball. Finally, we're on to Seaver King. Picked 10th overall by the Nats, Seaver King had a good college career, first with Wingate and then went with Wake Forest, where he hit .308 with 16 home runs. He's had a small sample of pro ball, having played 20 games at Single-A Fredericksburg. He hit .295 and stole 10 bases, showing that he's a contact-first, speedy utility infielder. When he starts his first full year as a pro, he has a lot to prove. There's no use for Seaver if he gets a fever and isn't a believer. In science, that is. Not God. And there you have it, the top 10 picks of the 2024 MLB June Amateur Draft. I shall continue with 11-20, and possibly 21-30, and all the other first rounders. But if there's any specific player, majors or minors you want me to cover on the channel, just request it to me, either in the comments or over Twitter. Have a good evening everybody, and remember, hit bombs.